Round 2, we're up against Draft Master. Man, that's intimidating. Guy's got a good name. We'll keep this. We need some more lands, but the fact that we have 2/2-drops, I think, helps. And the fact that our 3-drop is pretty nice protection, I think makes this a good keep. Ooh. A little dual land to start it off, huh? Alright. Fortified Rampart. Nice. No 2-drop. Nice. Land? Thank you. Alright. I guess we play the Medic, huh? Gives us another little beat stick. Pretty unexciting one, I will admit, but that's okay. No 3-drop either. Well, Royal Spout's looking a lot better. And another land? Awesome. What do we got? Complete disregard. You got it. I guess better that guide than our Ondu Greathorn. It's a strong card. All right. Well, we got the ramparts. Trying to think if I want to keep Rampart back. The reason to keep Rampart back is in case I draw Planar Outburst. But I kind of want to build towards Angel of Renewal. I'm just going to play the Ramparts. I don't think it's great, but we'll accept it. If I draw Planar Outburst, I'll wait till I got 9 mana or something. Like, playing the Ramparts here makes it so I don't have to worry about that hasty guy. I don't know how my opponent hasn't played anything yet. Seems, ooh, that was a little bit harsh. Well, we've got some good spells to play. Mire's Malice next turn is going to be a bummer, but I guess we discard, what do we discard? Probably the Royal Spout and the Angel of Renewal, just so we can get Ghostly Sentinel online as quickly as possible. Chasm Guide, okay. And a Reckless Cohort, you got it. Well, thank God I played those Fortified Ramparts. Hedron Archive, okay. Guess we go in chill out mode. Next turn I can play Royal Spout for full value. Or Ghostly Sentinel plus Gain a Life. Both of those seem okay. If you play, yeah, Blighted Fin there, we'll just sack the Medic. That's fine. Rather have the Ramparts. If that's my opponent's best play, I'm not hyper intimidated. Sheer drop too, huh? Well, I'm usually a proponent of playing your strongest thing first, but I'd rather my opponent use a removal spell on Ghostly Sentinel, so it also gives extra value to our Angel of Renewal if we play it next, so I like it. My opponent's got a fatty, I can Royal Spout it. I imagine my opponent's got some fatties. The fact that my opponent's been so slow with playing spells makes me think there's a 7-drop coming. Grip of Desolation. Well, that's sad. Well, once again, I guess better that than my Angel of Renewal. But now I can't play my Angel till I draw that land? No? Alright, guess we play Retreat and pass. Guess I should have left up like I had a trick or a spell or something. Finally taking damage from Reckless Cohorts, no less. Alright, well, I think we're going to sheer drop whether or not we draw the land. Although I would like to draw the land here so I can scry as well. Very nice. So let's scry. Yeah, I like that retreat and sheer drops a combo. What do we got on top? Another land? Smite. Which currently I don't think we need. Does deal with fatties, however. What else do I want to draw? I want to draw more creatures, or Planar Outburst, or Kozilek's Channeler, Cloud Manta, Greathorn, Courier Griffin, Sky Spawner, another Royal Spout. There's better things we can draw. So let's sheer drop this guy. And pass. I guess I'm happier my opponent Grip of Desolation before I awakened. Still a chance my opponent's got another one. Oh, he's got his own sheer drop. Okay. Alright. Let's scry again. It's funny because it sounds like try again. Let's scry again. Yeah, I don't think we need it. So I guess we can play Angel of Renewal now. And what Angel of Renewal does here is, besides provide a huge threat, lets us set up a little bit better this Royal Spout on this thing. I could have just Royal Spouted, but now if I draw another land, even though I just bottomed one, I can Royal Spout and still attack. I still think bottoming the land is perfectly acceptable. Resolute Blade Master. Alright, that's actually not that horrible. So we're going to take 6, which is okay. Wait, that's not what we want to do. We want to go... Oh no, that is what we want to do. I don't want to lose my Angel. This is fine. Take our 6. Hopefully draw a land. Even if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Alright, we did get the land. It's pretty sweet. So let's scry again. Now if our Angel dies, we're right back in business. But let's Royal Spout. This time we want to do it to an island because we need triple white for our Planar Outburst. So let's put that on top of your deck. Alright, so let's say I swing for 8 here and my opponent plays an ally. He can swing back for not lethal, so yeah, we're fine. Opponent's top decking a Swamp too, which is good news for us. We can use Hedron Archive next turn for value. Even if he kills our Angel of Renewal, we'll just bring her back. Another land. So you could actually tap down a cohort. Let's just crack Archive. Kind of curious what we get. More lands. Jeez. So yeah, I think the play is actually land, tap down a cohort, and then we actually swing with our island and our angel. And what this does is basically forces our opponent to either chump or double block. I mean, it's a fine double block for us. I guess I should have put the Resolute Blade Master first. That would have made more sense. I didn't think about that. I'm going to blame my cat, who is running around furiously right next to where my computer's plugged in. Cats are notorious for unplugging my my computer in as irritating fashion as possible. Do I have any allies in graveyard? I don't think so. Ooh. This is kind of cool. All right, let's swing with Angel. Now we play Evolving Wilds. Untap our Angel, and we can tap down his dude on his turn. So this actually bypasses another sheer drop, which I think is pretty good. Plus, on his combat, we can tap down whatever he plays. Sweet. Beating a guy named Draftmaster feels good, regardless of if it's just a clever name or if my opponent is in fact a Draftmaster. Sideboard, Boiling Earth, what does it do against my opponent? Not much. He's just playing he's playing good dudes. He's playing 3-color. He's not playing flyers. I don't think we've got much in the sideboard department. Got to watch out for that tandem tactics, but other than that, I think we're okay. Opponent's deck is super heavy in the removal department, but these blockers actually look good there. Plus, I think Planar Outburst could do some work for us. Our opponent can start slamming creatures quick. Does Smite the Monstrous not have any targets? It didn't have any targets that we saw, did it? That makes me want to take it out, but I don't know what to swap it for. Maybe another Coral Home Guide. Actually, I'm going to do that. What I like about this is I still have a fine amount of removal, and this gives me more early blockers for his Reckless cohorts if he's on that plan early. So, and just more creatures in general against a removal-heavy deck. I like it. Let's do it. Yeah, this hand's actually perfectly acceptable. We get to go Coral Home Guide into Rampart, into Tide Drifter, all the blocks. And like I said, we're willing to trade a guide for a cohort, so I'm okay with this. I think our late game plan is, I presume, better than my opponent's, but I don't know that for a fact. I also don't have to trade a guide for a cohort. I guess it's more like I don't mind trading a guide for a cohort because I've got the blockers. No, that's not too bad for us either. Didn't see any processing out of our opponent. It seems like a pretty bold attack, actually. Missing our land there is a bit harsh. I think we'll just play Rampart Pass. I don't mind maybe trying to get to Planar Outburst range, but we're admittedly a ways away from that. Do have to dodge this Blighted Fin at some point as well. Okay. Well, now we can play the guide and be okay. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have the Resolute Blade Master, but nothing to be done if he does. Kind of want to land here. Yeah. No such luck. If he's got Tandem Tactics, so be it. Oh, doesn't seem like a great trade for him. Skitter Skin. All right. Land, please. Well, the chances are 100% that eventually we will draw lands. There is a 100% chance. If we draw a land now, I think I just Royal Spout the Skitter Skin. We need to buy some time here, because we're taking too much damage. So let's just Royal Spout the Skitter Skin. Definitely not the Dominator Drone. Skitter Skin costs him the most mana as well, which I think makes it the right choice. Grip of Desolation in this game is going to be pretty devastating when I eventually have to deal with it. But that was a great use of Royal Spout since our opponent was clearly missing land drops, so it was just... more land is still necessary, though. So I can sheer drop this. It's not the one I want to sheer drop, though. But I can't play anything else. Guess we just do it. If I draw another land, I'm going to want to play my 4 drops. And my opponent's got the Blighted Fen, so it's going to be something I have to worry about eventually. I think Grip of Desolation is going to wreck our day this game, though. Just missed too many land drops. I mean, granted, our opponent's got to get to that point. And I guess our opponent's missing land drops too, which is nice. But we're not doing enough. Wait, why did you do it in that order? Alright, opponent screwed that up. That was not a Draft Master move. Alright, we need land here. That's sad. Could do Rush of Ice. Protects us 2 points of damage. Just going to do it. I don't think it's particularly good, but I don't think taking damage is particularly good either. This has been a very strange game. Alright, it kind of sucks, but nothing to be done. If I could rip 2 lands, we can play Planar Outburst. If I rip the land, I'm still playing a Great Horn. Man, I'm very surprised. We're almost halfway through our deck. We have 18 lands and we've seen 3. It's almost as weird as our opponent going through 13 cards and finding 4, actually. That's not as weird. Well, bummer. Why can't we find another land? I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe you guys can help explain it to me. We're pretty deep in our deck at this point. Well, huge bummer. Wish it wasn't such a bummer. But I'm all bummered out now. We had too many opportunities to get back in this game. It's crazy. I'm pretty mind blown right now. All right, well, this is a depressing loss. Hopefully we can get a better distribution of lands and spells in Game 3. I think we would have pretty easily been able to win that if we'd ripped some lands probably like 5 turns ago. That's harsh. That was a harsh loss. Pretty saddening one. All right, let's go to Game 3. Hopefully draw a little bit better. See if we can do it there. Okay, we'll play first. And... So we've got an early blocker, no white mana, 16 potential land draws, which is like coin flip every turn. Any land we can play retreat, build towards planar outburst, but we need 2 white. This is a tough one. I think we're going to keep it. I think the fact that we have 16 potential land draws makes this hand pretty good. Obviously, it didn't pan out for his last game, but if you're going to dictate every future game on a game where you got mana screwed, then I think you're not quite playing Magic the correct way. Tide Drifter and Disguise Spawner would be pretty sick. Plains, please. We'll take that. So I guess I can play Archive next turn. If I sack the Scion. It's a bummer. I think we're just going to play Retreat. This way, if I draw a land, I can dig for more land. Guess I sort of expected that to happen. So opponent plays an ally, gains 3, maybe 6 if it's the Chasm Guide. Then I just rip a Plains, and we're right back in business, baby. Duststalker. Alright. So I guess it's getting bounced. Did take a boatload of damage there, though, admittedly. Land, please. This game hates me. This game really hates me. Yeah, it's really not what I wanted to see, but it's kind of how this entire match 2 has been, I got to admit. All right, let's just rip a plains, because running 10 of them, potentially. Oof. What a hateful, hateful game you are. All right, draw plains, please. There it is. Scry. I gotta bottom that. So we're gonna play a rampart, so we can block his guy. I think we're just dead, though, sadly. Just, once again, took too long to find manas. Well, always a bummer when that happens, but unavoidable. Still think it was a keep. It was just requiring that we drew a little bit better. Think we could have beat the Draft Master, but maybe that's the Draft Master's trick. He controls how you draw cards. If so, then my opponent is indeed a Draft Master. We have no means of living anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, Rush of Ice doesn't actually do anything. Well, yeah, it's a little depressing, but what can you do? All right, back to Swiss drafts. Nothing to be done. All right, see you back in Swiss drafts.